is Macy Andrews, and this is my persuasive speech for communications class. And my teammate Faith is recording for me. Have you ever passed a billboard sign on the highway that instantly made you smile? It's a possibility that it could have been an affirmation statement written in bold letters, visible for everyone to see. Words have a very influential effect on an individual. The realization of that importance has greatly depreciated in our society, particularly the importance to ourselves. You need to believe in yourself. It is something I've been told countless times in my life, but it truly is something that is easier said than done. Affirmation, or empowering positive statements, in other words, has helped this statement start to become a reality for me. There are too many individuals suffering simply because of the way they talk to themselves, particularly with negativity, doubt, and disbelief. This can cause a great deprivation of the quality of life, but the simple practice of affirmation can flip the entire perspective and outcome of such individuals. In repeatedly building a habit of affirmation, a person is granted a greater brain power to be fulfilled despite of what is or what is not happening in their lives. Brain communication matters, and it's never too late to start improving it. Adjust affirmations into your daily routine as a small step you can take to better prepare you for the unknown future. The future may be unknown, however, the present isn't. You're living it, and you're probably talking to yourself right now. Everyone talks to themselves. This opens many pathways to errors, such as self-sabotage, negative self-talk, lack of self-confidence, anxiety, and a weak sense of personal worth, all of which affect the regulation of the physical body. Crazy, right? How can an action so small have that much impact? When these conditions are left untreated, they can have a very deep and drastic effect on an individual, so much that it depreciates the overall quality of their life. I remember it being my junior year of high school. It was one of the most stressful times of my life. Just the year before my grandfather unexpectedly passed away, my grandmother moved in with us to a new house, and I got a bad concussion that I suffered long-lasting effects from. Everything seemed like it was going wrong, and it even started carrying into the sport that I love. I couldn't play softball the way that I used to. I personally experienced many of the conditions listed above. There were many outside sources pitching into my suffering, but it truly was the unstable mindset that I was unintentionally building, specifically highlighting the way I was talking to myself. I would always be the first one to remind myself of my flaws and my failures. This is why affirmation has the power to change a life, because it changed and continues to change mine. As I stated briefly before, affirmations are empowering positive statements that assert one's value or worth. According to many researchers of neuroscience, as found in Kusa's article titled "The Science of Affirmation, the brain's response to positive thinking." Self-sabotage can be overcome. A positive sense of self can be regained, negative self-talk can be lessened, anxiety can be reduced, and a stronger sense of personal worth can be gained when we metaphorically start being our own cheerleaders. Found from the same article, simply start with creating your own personal affirmations. This is done by first identifying your areas of growth, of where and how you'd like to improve. Second, frame statements positively in the present tense of any topic or fashion. Lastly, be specific and believable, or be real with yourself. You are the only one in your mind, and you're the only one that can control it. As you go through this process of creating your own affirmations, the ones that you personally need, you'll already have an enlightened perspective of your life. Let this light fuel your motivation to remind yourself of these statements frequently. Write them down, vocally tell them to yourself, or simply state them in your mind often. Find what works for you and visualize yourself at your happiest. There will be many that say, "There is no hope for me," or "This is a waste of time," or anything along those lines, but I can promise you that this further defends my main point. The words we use to talk to ourselves matter. They have detrimental effects and influence on you as a person. With these negative statements, you're already setting yourself up for a negative experience or for failure. Imagine everything in your life going right, and then imagine everything in your life going wrong. Do you have a different perspective? Well, you can have the same. When you repeatedly practice affirmation, you can have the same positive perspective of your life, no matter what is or what is not happening in your life. It scientifically creates new neural pathways in your brain to better maintain that perspective. You're building and strengthening your brain in a healthy way every day, like mental push-ups, and biceps don't just come overnight. At times you will be sad, but also happy. You will be frustrated, but also at peace. You will be tired, but also motivated to get up again. You will feel weak, but also strong. Every opposite is promised the other, and it comes with time. Everyone is different, and affirmation will not help every individual in the exact same way as another, but it is beneficial, and it will help. It will improve your life in ways tailored to you. Everyone can improve their mind, their thought patterns, whether they realize it or not. You can start today. Start caring for your brain because it is your personal control center. When you start loving your brain, it will start loving back. It will flower you with smiles, laughter, and some sort of positive expression, just as the imaginary billboard did at the beginning of the speech. I invite you to evaluate yourself, particularly in your mind, and identify how you'd like to improve, and follow these 3 simple steps to practicing affirmation in your life. I can promise you that the power of affirmation will be illuminated in your life. There is hope even when your mind is convincing you otherwise. This is worth your time because the blessings it brings are countless. Thank you.